In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to, once we have data imported, what we want to do to summarize the data or ingest it in some manner that we can actually begin to interpret what the data is showing us. So given the way that the data is arranged as is, we can view the data set and we can see all the individual observations. And so from this we can see what country every person is from, what city, age, their age group, gender, ethnicity, etc. But this is difficult it's difficult to ingest everything at once because we just have all of these observations for many different people, and what we want is some way to summarize it in a meaningful manner. So what we want to do is exit out of this, and we want to go to statistics, and we want a summary of the data. So if we want a summary of all the variables in our data set, which is a good way to start for smaller data sets, we want to go to statistics, then summaries, then active data set. So in this case we have 13 variables and we do want to proceed, so we click OK. And in your R console window we get all of the summaries for the Latino Barometer data set. So in this case we have two different kinds of variables, and the type of summary that pops up depends on which kind of variable it is. So in R there are factors and numeric variables. Factors are most closely explained as nominal and ordinal level variables, where the number codings don't have any interval level meaning that the numbers don't actually mean anything. We could label them in any order and we would still get the same interpretation. Clearly ordinal variables are better coded in numerical order for purposes of knowing the order, but it really doesn't matter whenever we're doing the summary. So for example, city is a nominal level variable, and we get a summary that tells us the frequency of the frequency of people in each city. So we have 84 observations of people in Sao Paulo, and we have 49 in Rio de Janeiro, and so on and so on. We also have numeric level variables, and numeric level variables are the variables that we can interpret at the interval level, where the numerical difference actually means something to us. So in this case we have age is a numeric level variable that is at the interval level, and thus the numeric values that we assign to it have meaning, and we know that there is an interval, or the difference between a 16 and 17-year-old is the same between a 17 and 18-year-old. So in this we get a summary of the range of data that exists in the mean and the median, so measures of central tendency. So for the ages of all people within the data set, we have a mean age of 40.81 years and a median age of 39, and so the oldest person is 94 and youngest is 16. So these are the kinds of summaries that we gain using the summary command in R Commander, and these are good for helping to put the data in a form that we can actually understand in a simple manner.